Good afternoon, the headlines from BBC Look North this Thursday lunchtime. Spotting signs of cancer, the hospital using computer science instead of people to study scans.
Artificial intelligence is very good at pattern recognition. It looks at a mammogram image and it looks for certain markers or signs within there that might be a calcification or something of interest.
Commiserations and celebrations as A-level students in our area open those envelopes.
And we've got a big area of low pressure moving in again, just in time for the weekend. I'll have all the details on that and a full forecast very soon.
The trust running Lincolnshire's hospitals is one of just 2 in the country to take part in a groundbreaking new trial which could improve the care of women with breast cancer. Artificial intelligence, or AI, will soon be used to highlight discrepancies following mammograms. Currently, 2 people review the information, but it's hoped the new technology will free up staff to do other things. Our health correspondent Vicky Johnson has more.
Breast cancer is the most common cancer in the UK, with someone being diagnosed every 10 minutes. Screening using an X-ray test called a mammogram aims to find these cancers when they're too small to see or feel. Bernadette is one of the consultant mammographers at Lincoln County Hospital.
The idea of screening is that we're picking up disease at its earliest stage, when treatment is minimal and the disruption to the woman's life is reduced.
Checking these scans is both a skilled and labour-intensive process.
Around 130,000 women are eligible across Lincolnshire for breast screening every 3 years. This means that each mammogram they have taken needs checking by at least 2 qualified film readers. And that could mean that up to 250 scans have to be checked twice every day.
But now Lincolnshire's test readers are going to be trialling a new artificial intelligence tool to see whether it can diagnose breast cancer as well as a human.
Artificial intelligence is very good at pattern recognition. It's not very good at creative thinking in the way a human would be, but it is very good at spotting differences in images. So the way it works is it looks at a mammogram image and it looks for certain markers or signs within there that might be a calcification or something of interest.
Sarah's just had her mammogram. How does she feel about AI taking the place of one of the 2 human scan readers?
I prefer 2 people checking it, but if it was to go to computers, then yeah, as long as it's good and it does what it says.
With a national shortage of radiologists, the need to look for alternatives is clear. But those behind this project say AI won't be used until they're entirely sure it's safe to do so. Vicky Johnson, BBC Look North, Lincoln.
Investigations are continuing into how high levels of carbon monoxide gas got into the plane which crashed in the English Channel, killing a pilot from North Lincolnshire and a Premier League footballer. David Ibbotson from Krull was flying Emiliano Sala from France to Cardiff in January when the plane crashed. Toxicology tests on Sala's body showed high levels of carbon monoxide in his blood. The Air Accident Investigation Branch says it's working to find out how the potentially fatal levels entered the plane.
The family want this wreckage that's been at the bottom of the sea now for several months to be retrieved for a detailed technical examination. The public, the family need to know, for air safety reasons, how carbon monoxide entered the cabin of this aircraft.
3 people have appeared in court this morning over allegations relating to the discovery of mustard gas in a Lincolnshire woodland. Martin and Michaela Tasker appeared alongside Stuart Holmes at Lincoln Magistrates. It follows a police investigation into the discovery of mustard gas canisters at Ruton Woods near Woodall Spa in October 2017. No pleas were entered. They'll appear before Lincoln Crown Court in September. Sections of Hull's new footbridge can now be seen in the city. The structure of the bridge, which will cross the A63, can be seen having work done on it close to the site. It is due to be completed in the spring of 2020. Now, thousands of students in East Yorkshire and Lincolnshire have been given their A-level results this morning. For some, it will mean that they get into the university of their choice, while others are left with an anxious wait to see whether they can get onto a degree course. Our reporter Susie Lawson has spoken to teenagers at John Leggett College in Scunthorpe.
6 weeks after the end of exams, it's results day and the end of a nervous wait. It's good news for some,
I don't care now. Now I'm into uni. I'm buzzing. Honestly, I get the roof.
Some aren't so pleased.
I'm not happy about that at all. It's still good. I got A, B, B.
University awaits for many.
I got A-star AA. I'm off to Oxford, University of Oxford.
She's the first one to go to university, and what a university to get into.
But not everyone is choosing to go to uni.
She came 2 days after my last exam. I got a B in photography, a distinction star in business and an E in maths. I'm just going to focus on being a mum for now and see what happens next year.
So after a nervous wait, it's good news for many of the students here today, but for those who didn't get the exam results that they wanted, the support here for those who still want to go to university.
There's Emily here in the Clearing Call Centre.
For those who don't have a place at uni, there's Clearing, where universities fill empty spaces. It's a busy day in Hull.
If it's not the result you were hoping for, obviously it's not the end of the world at all, and we're all here today to take phone calls and to get students coming to university if that's still what they want to do.
As Scunthorpe awaits news on British Steel, the future of the town's steelworks is on many people's minds today.
You know, what happens for our best and brightest students? They leave Scunthorpe and they don't come back, and they leave northern Lincolnshire. And, you know, the loss of the steelworks will be absolutely massive for this town. So we're hoping that there's good news on that front today.
But for students today, the focus is on the future, whatever they decide to do. Susie Lawson, BBC Look North, Scunthorpe.
Well, lots of you have been in touch to respond to calls from the Lib Dems for more electricity to come from greener sources. The leader of the party, Jo Swinson, came to Siemens in Hull, where she said she wanted an increased commitment to renewable energy. Well, here's what some of you had to say. Anthony says renewable energy is essential for our future. It is good for local jobs, but also for our children long term. Why shouldn't we pay for a better environment? Well, Alan disagrees. He says renewable energy will never be suitable for all our needs. The base load will still have to be provided mainly from nuclear power due to its reliability. And Carol adds, renewable sources of energy are the future. Tidal energy research needs funding, as tides are more reliable than wind, and we have hundreds of miles of coastline. A dog from East Yorkshire has been named Pet Hero of the Year. Clive the Cocker Spaniel, who's from Thorngumbald near Hull, helps his owner Michelle manage her Addison's disease. He alerts her when she's about to have an attack so she can take her medication. The Pet Health Club has crowned him their winner of a national competition. Let's check on the weather forecast now. Here are the details. It's Abby.
Hello there, good afternoon. Things should stay mostly dry, I think, through the rest of the day. There is the risk of just 1 or 2 isolated showers, some nice spells of sunshine, but it is going to get fairly breezy. We've got an area of low pressure moving ever closer as we approach the weekend. So some fairly heavy rain in the forecast tomorrow. Once that moves off, though, there will be some good spells of dry weather Saturday and Sunday, but it is going to stay fairly breezy into the start of next week. So looking at the satellite then, a mixture of variable cloud but some nice spells of sunshine, and that's how things should stay now as we head through the rest of the afternoon with some pretty decent spells of sunshine. Again, the risk of 1 or 2 isolated showers can't be completely ruled out, but dry for most with temperatures reaching around 21 Celsius. It will, however, feel a bit cooler, I think, in the breeze. So overnight tonight, dry and largely clear to start, but in the second half of the night we will see a little bit more cloud just edging into the west of the region, with temperatures dropping off to about 10 or 11 Celsius. So dry and bright start for most, but cloud will quickly head in from the west, and we will see that band of rain spreading in, getting quite heavy, I think, with the risk of hearing the odd rumble of thunder into the afternoon too. Feeling quite miserable in the strong southerly winds too, highs of 19 degrees. Staying breezy then Saturday and Sunday, but there will be a lot of dry weather on offer over the weekend.
Thanks, Abby. Well, we better enjoy the sunshine while we can. That's it from me and the Lunchtime team. Peter Levy will be back as usual at 6:30. Join him if you can for a full roundup of all the day's stories. Bye for now.